Basically, the biggest asset and difference is the Telefónica footprint and corporate support, which is something that at some point was hard to believe that a huge corporation like Telefónica was part of this ecosystem. In Caracas and Lima, what you find are entrepreneurs that give a creative use of technology to solve everyday problems. And it's interesting to see that they are not chasing new technology per se, they are chasing new solutions to everyday problems. And this is interesting because, for instance, we have in Peru, in Lima, we have one company that already raised 3 different rounds of capital that tries to solve the easiness of buying cinema tickets in Peru, and they are already moving to Chile and they are already moving to Bogota. So what it's interesting about them is that as soon as they have a valid business model, they try to move and get an internationalization product. On the cultural side, if you're an entrepreneur in Latin America, you have this fear of failing. I mean, in the States or even in some countries in Europe, if you fail, you can learn from that failure and build upon it. And in Latin America, when you fail, you have like this sort of guilt associated, and people don't get or don't know how to build on top of that. On the other side, what it's interesting is that people see Latin America as one single market, and basically they are not one single market. It's a lot of different markets, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different tax structures. So the growth of a company, it has to be has to be with people that knows every single market and try to build on that market, or at least good partners that know that market. So, something that don't happen if you look at Brazil or if you look at the States, where the national market it's really huge. I'm not sure if we have to have a Latin American Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley has a lot of strengths. All these strengths are related to venture capital as part of their culture and to education. I mean, they have this hub of technical universities. They have Stanford. They have a lot of universities. In Latin America, I don't know if we have to look at Silicon Valley as the single biggest role model. I think that we can start looking at ourselves and trying to see what our strengths are, and build on top of that strengths and try to create something maybe unique, maybe different, but with Latin American flavor. So this is what I think.